Let's talk to Harold the H. Cock-a-doodle-doo. He's got a story about an Ipswich policeman we know nothing about. Take it away, Harold.
Yeah, Danny, no corruption here, although you did send me on assignment to Port Douglas, so thank you for
that. Don't tell Damien or Brad because it cost us a poultice.
Yeah, that card, I appreciate that. But look, when I was up there this week, I came across the story of a spinster sisters, Dora and Tilly Hazenkamp. Now, Dora visited Port Douglas in 1923, and like the backpackers, when they arrive somewhere nice, they stay and get a job. So she was manager of the Central Hotel up there, and in 1926, Dora came home to Ipswich for 8 weeks, but returned to Port Douglas with her sister Tilly in tow. But by the end of the year, both Dora and Tilly were back in Ipswich.
Ipswich.
And
this is your suburb.
That's right. And you see, the Hazenkamps were in fact a well-known Ipswich family. You've probably heard of them. Dora and Tilly, they were spinsters. They're available for you, Daniel. Used to be. But Dora and Tilly's grandfather, Adolf Hazelkamp, once owned land on which the historic Seaman House was built at 1 Mile in 1880. And in fact, Adolf's name is on the historical marker there.
Wow.
Now, he was Ipswich's first pound keeper and the clerk of petty sessions in Ipswich and Mackay. Their uncle, Adolf Hazenkamp Jr. was a Mackay alderman and for a while acting mayor. But it's Dora and Tilly's father, Henry Hazenkamp, who I want to tell you about. Now, Henry was born in Ipswich and was 17 years old when he first joined the Queensland Mounted Police in 1875. He served for 40 years and rose to the rank of sergeant. Now, he was stationed right across far north Queensland at Burketown, Georgetown, Normanton, Croydon, Tabletot, Cardwell, Cooktown, Port Douglas. That's I was researching. Thank you for that card. Thursday Island and Cairns. He was part of some really notable events in Queensland's history. That's what I'm telling you about now. He escorted the first assignment of gold from Charters Towers, which during the gold rush surpassed Ipswich as Queensland's second largest city after Brisbane.
Wow.
He and 3 others narrowly escaped being massacred at the hands of a legit party of Aboriginals at the time. And Henry appeared a number of times at the Port Douglas Courthouse that was built in 1879. He was also clerk of petty sessions there. Now, I visited that courthouse, being on assignment. And that's where Ellen Thompson was committed for trial for murder of her husband. She was convicted and in 1887 became the only woman ever hanged in Queensland. So a lot's happened up north.
Holy hell, hanged.
Now, our Henry, he put in some historic rescue work when a disaster cyclone hit Burketown in 1887. It destroyed most of the town, caused the death of 7 people from a population of just 138. That's 5% of the population swept away. Now,
I'm doing a lot of wowing.
You are. Look, it would have been a lot worse if it wasn't for our Harry. Now, he twice arrested, and this gets interesting, he twice arrested the notorious bushranger, Joe Flick.
Oh, Joey Flick.
Yeah, that was in 1889.
When he got the flick, one man, I can't remember the jingle, but go on.
Yeah, anyway, Joe got, he had to get captured twice by Henry Hazenkamp, first time at Burketown, then over in Port Darwin. Now, Joe Flick, you would know, is regarded as one of the last great bushrangers. So Ipswich played a role in that as well. Now, Henry Camp, after 40 years service, retired back home here at Ipswich and lived in Wyndham Street in North Ipswich. Now, it was probably his ailing health that prompted his spinster daughters Dora and Tilly to move back from Port Douglas in 1926.
Were they good sorts? You got any?
Well, they never married. And she was manager of the hotel up there, so she was a tough sort.
Oh, she was around the groin.
Well, anyway, Henry passed away in 1931, and many of the Hazenkamps, including Dora, Tilly and Henry, they're buried in Ipswich Cemetery today. Now, you can go see there an impressive marble memorial. It's in really good shape there today, but I reckon with his involvement in gold and bushrangers, that's on his resume. I think Ipswich's Sergeant Henry Hazenkamp should really get one of those historical plaques or something on there.
Sergeant Henry Hazenkamp,
that's
Come on, Teresa. You've been put on the Olympic Committee, Teresa Harding and Paul down on the gully with Paul Tully. Come on, let's get this going. And we've got to talk to Paul Tully about it. How do we find out about that story and have a look at pictures of...
Yeah, go to all the socials, look for History Out There, or go online to historyouthere.com.
What a great story. Damien can't talk. He's been told by management he's not allowed to talk anymore. Sounds like the old days in radio. That was Harold the H. cock-a-doodle-doo, and historyouthere.com. We're going to talk to Brad very soon. Brad Strong, the CEO of Drug Arm. We're going to talk about temperance right here on West Bremer Radio.